Good morning, YouTube. It is it's Friday, July 8th, 2022, 10:18 a.m. Looks like I'm kind of repeating last week to a degree. I ended up leaving Bullock super early. I didn't even really tell everybody I was leaving. I just kind of ducked out the back door and had the cooks close it behind me. Yesterday was pretty overwhelming, and hopefully I'm not fired from Bullock's, but I certainly had not one but two incidents probably worthy of losing the gig. I'm not well these days, to put it mildly. And to say I have a short fuse is kind of an understatement. And I mean, at any given moment, I feel like I'm ready to either break down crying or just lash out and hurt somebody. And I don't know if I really want to talk about either of the incidents. So I guess I do. I don't know. The talk about the incidents, or maybe talk about the source of the frustration. I mean, the source of the frustration. That's easy. That's Priscilla. That's Priscilla. As far as I can tell, she just stayed in last night, and apparently slept, went to bed early and woke up late and slept really hard in her clothes, on the couch in her nest. At least she made an effort to kind of clear some of the crap off there so she had room to lie down, but didn't do anything good with the guitar. Now the guitar is sitting, I should take a picture of it. It's sitting, lying again in a position that's not good for it, with the book jammed on its strings. And ended up against the coffee table with its bottom, the bottom part, kind of down on where she's got all the chargers and cords and shit piled up. Anyway, I think I got home at about 3 a.m. ish. She was absolutely sound asleep then, and I was restless all night long. I did not sleep well. I kept getting up and going and checking on her. I don't know. There's still part of my head that thinks that she's going to decide that she wants me, and I know that's just asinine at this point, but I'm just so physically lonely and sexually frustrated that she just seems like the only option, because I mean I haven't seen a hint of anybody else interested in me in that way. Except maybe Georgia from Decant, if I ever see her again. As usual, there were a lot of very attractive women, and women I found very attractive at Bullock's, but I'm so inept with that I just have zero clue as to how to go about transforming that from I'm Dan, and my lover doesn't love me anymore, and I'm very sexually frustrated. I find you very attractive, and you to fill that void, and maybe I can satisfy that may or may not be missing in your life. And I don't know how to get from that to her bed. That's probably not really an option to go to my bed. We're still on the couch. Although I'm totally down to get a hotel room. At this point, I do have the money and the credit to get a hotel room. And it's really got me thinking that maybe the solution is just to, since I'm over there at 27th Avenue anyway, maybe just kind of go with a professional. But I don't really know how to do that either without, getting taken advantage of or robbed or worse. Anyway, it's frustrating, it's upsetting, and to think Priscilla would have a change of heart is just fucking dreaming, especially considering how terse those emails were. I don't know if she noticed that I paid for next month's internet on her account yet. I don't know, but I'm sure that's not going to endear her to want to get busy with me anymore either. I don't know, I guess I was just hoping for pure longing, but I got a feeling she's taking care of that with somebody else. Just that look of Stone Cold Busted, where I, called her out. Yesterday morning. So I was with my cousin. Oh, all night. like I think she just, as soon as I said all night, it's just obvious she realized that, she was not with my cousin all night. She was somebody else all night, and it's pretty fucking obvious. Anyway, apparently she was pretty darn busy all night. Night before last, Wednesday night, because apparently all she did was sleep, and I think she overslept this morning. I didn't hear her alarms going off though, which is odd. Normally I hear her alarms go off, but I didn't hear them. I did see her. I didn't see her. I heard her get up and go to the bathroom at about, I don't know what time. I want to say 7:30 a.m. And I thought maybe she was getting up, and I was really hoping she would walk in the bedroom. Let's just say I was creating the most awkward possible situation for her to walk into, should she do it. And to give her that choice of join me in what I'm doing, or get disgusted and walk out. But no, she didn't even touch my door. She just went directly back into back to her nest in the living room. I want to say maybe about 20 minutes after that, I was kind of surprised she didn't walk in to my room. I walked out to needed to get something to drink anyway, so I walked out the kitchen and got that juice cocktail that she bought me the other day in the brightly colored can. I thought it was like a flavored tea, but it was actually like a juice cocktail. It was really good. I forget what it was, but I liked it. She was back asleep in the couch in a completely different position, which was, I'll give her credit. She at least had her clothes on, so it wasn't like she was taunting me with her ass or junk hanging out in plain view. But still, it was a position that left me with pain of longing and wanting and knowing I don't dare touch on that. I've just got to get her out of my apartment for my own mental health, regardless of what. At this point I feel, I mean, if she's, I was discussing with some guy last night at the bar, I don't know, he just seemed to really kind of open up to me. His name was DC, and he could tell I was not really in a good place mentally, but he could tell that I was also running a really awesome karaoke show. For the most part, I had a pretty epic show last night. But I did, I sometimes will hint at personal shit that's going on with me as I go into a song, and by the song I sing. And I most definitely did sing Orange Juice Jones the Rain, and I nailed that one. I got the crowd going with that one. The people who remembered it were digging it. The people who didn't remember, weren't old enough to remember, like, wow, that's an interesting song. But he said he had a friend going through the same kind of thing. But yeah, it's like, it's like, why is it so hard for a woman who's living with a guy to understand, look, you either need to be like sleeping with me and intimate with me, or you need to go. Like, there's one of those others, you need to go. I don't know, it's 10:28 a.m. right now. I'm debating on maybe trying to go get the court papers that I need filed today to get her booted out. Thinking about it. I don't know if I will, but if there's any one day I got time for it, it's today, and I'm up early enough to do that sort of thing. But I'm headed kind of, so anyway, I had somebody I exploded on in the bar before. He just kept, I find him to be a thoroughly disgusting human being anyway. He's like some old guy. He's a really old guy, and he's like not in good shape, and he walks with a walker. And I was ready to beat up an old man on a walker yesterday, which I'm sure made me look like a real piece of shit. But I don't understand why he felt the need to sit on a bar stool. Like, he's sitting by himself. He can fucking sit anywhere. It's not like he's sitting with any friends. Apparently the guy doesn't even have any friends. Like, dude, if you can be alone, go home. I mean, obviously he's appreciated as a patron of the bar, and that was very much driven home to me by Raina, one of the owners of the bar, who saw it. And if I wasn't such a popular DJ who wasn't bringing them so much business, I'm sure I would have been gone. Because, I mean, she kept repeating that. She's like, you just need to, she goes, you just can't be like that. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Raina. I'm not well. I'm not well right now. She goes, take whatever time you need to get well. And how do I explain to her, what I need to get well is a brand new lover. And, yeah, you're not an option for that. So can you help me find that? Obviously, I can't tell her that, but that's what the situation really is. It's the only thing I think that's going to really get me right. But yeah, I was getting ready to bring my big speaker in, and this guy was sitting by himself, blocking the walkway between the two side tables on the side of the dance floor. And that speaker's really heavy. Like, I struggle to carry it in as it is. I'm not really looking to carry it around him. Plus, I kind of need to, like, that's where I lift it up to get it up on a pole. And I asked him nicely to move, and he just became a complete asshole about it. Now, at one point, he had gone away from that to the jukebox, and he had left the bar stool blocking the walkway. So I had taken and moved the stool somewhere like quite a distance away from it, and that motherfucker moved another stool in that same spot and proceeded to block that walkway with his big fat ass. But yeah, I asked him nicely. At least I thought it was nicely. I mean, I don't know. I'm obviously autistic and have some issues with what I think is asking nicely, not being interpreted by others as asking nicely. But I mean, I felt I had asked him, nicely that, or, informing him that he needed to not block that walkway. And he just became a complete dick about it, at which point I'm got such a short fuse, I just went off. I was visualizing me just literally burying my fist in his face, and that guy's shape, I might have taken him out. I would have probably put him in the hospital. Just right in, load on that guy. Trying not to be the guy that pours gasoline on the homeless person at the bus stop and sets them on fire. Trying not to be that guy. Trying not to be the guy that does that to Priscilla. Because I had some really dark thoughts while her body was occupying all that space in my living room all night long, and I was restless and frustrated, trying to sleep but waking up like every hour or less. But yeah, part of me wanted to just help myself in a rather violent way. And part of me just wanted to pummel her with a large hammer. I don't know. Something's got to give. I'm not emotionally well. I'm going to try to put that behind me, though, and have a good day here. I had a really good day here last week. And as I recall, I was pretty equally frustrated last week. So I brought another 8-track player. So 8-track player's in the back. Somebody moved it. I didn't like that. Brought James Taylor's Greatest Hits. I figure that's something that will please the crowd that's here every time today. Work on music. Anyway, that's kind of my agenda for today. I might explain the incident, what happened during the show later, but miraculously on that one, as much as I kind of overreacted, 100% of everybody was on my side, because the person that I was getting an altercation with overreacted to a degree that was even worse and much more visible. And I think she actually ran out of the building before she was physically removed from the building, so good riddance to her. I'm a little bummed because the problem really wasn't with her. The problem was with a friend of hers who struck me as very attractive and very sweet, who did want to sing, and I totally wanted to facilitate her singing, but she didn't speak English, and there was a definite language barrier between me and her, and I couldn't seem to find somebody that could bridge that gap for us, which was a bummer. Because usually when there's language barriers, I'm pretty good at getting across it. It's just sometimes I need help with somebody. But yeah, she obviously wanted to sing some songs in Spanish, which I have plenty of that. But her handwriting was so bad that the only thing that I could make out was I can't search for something if I can't read what it is. Now, sometimes if it's something I have, I can kind of see the patterns between their scribbles and the actual text, and I'm like, oh, that looks like that. Okay, that makes sense when I'm going through those parts of the catalog. But the only artist name that I could make out was Juan Sebastian, and I didn't see any titles in my Juan Sebastian that matched her scribbles. It looked like they matched her scribbles. So, when she keeps coming up, and she was actually trying, and she was tipping me and stuff, and I kept putting it aside, and I told her, obviously there's a, language barrier when I say, I'm sorry, I can't read your handwriting, and her response to that is, my name, I forget what her name was, but she says, my name is, and she said her name. It's like, I'm not asking your name, I'm telling you I can't read your handwriting. I mean, if I wanted to know her name, I would have said, your nombre, por favor. That's something I do know how to ask in Spanish. But I don't know how to say, you have horribly sloppy handwriting that I can't fucking read. I don't know how to say that in Spanish. Anyway, I'm going in the bar. Hopefully I'm going to have a good day over here. I want to believe I'll find a brand new lover, but that's probably not going to happen. But anyway. wish me luck on that.